Hi you guys, it's Marissa again. I finally finished this in March of 2018, my December daily. And I kind of debated putting this up because I thought, everybody likes to see these in December, but I'm really proud of myself for finishing it. I have not done it the past few years, just with the changes and everything that myself and my children have gone through. I just couldn't do it. And so this is the first year with our new family, and I wanted to document this. So I totally get if you don't want to watch this, and I'm not gonna like delve or dive into all little things and explain what happened. And I will point out, because what I wanted to do with this was, I showed you my December daily cart. I made a video. I wanted to have mostly vintage in this, and make it very simple, but it obviously turned into just what I enjoy doing, and I just went with it. I had so much fun. It made me stay in my craft room. It made me use up my stuff, and got to just remember all the memories, that we did in December. So I wanted to show you. I have not decorated the cover. I wanted to put this maybe on there, but all I used was from Allie Edwards. I got a discounted kit one time from her. The rings, this is really tight, but I plan on hanging charms. I did that one year, and, like ribbons and stuff. So it is pretty thick. The other rings are just too big, in my opinion. So it's very heavy on the embellishing. It's very mixed Project Life cards, different Christmas lines, vintage paper, but I am so okay with it because I was trying to do something that I thought would be right. Stick only vintage. I thought, no, this is who I am. This is what I do. I like to mix things. So I just went with it. So all I'll do is just point out, like anything I think would be interesting to know, but anyways, I won't go into the whole thing. So day one, I did try not to use as many of these pocket, but again, it's what I enjoy doing. So I just thought, forget, I'm just going to do it and put in pages when I can. If you have any questions or anything, let me know. So I used these numbers, the best that I could, finding ones that matched or whatever. And so here, I don't even know what to, little pieces. My husband and I went out to lunch. We went downtown. I kept a little menu, some vintage pieces. This was something from some Happy Meal that I had ordered vintage. So I just put my journaling on this side. Again, here, just, added lace, all kinds of things like that. Used a lot of these simple stories flip-ups that I bought a while ago. This was just the day of our Christmas tree, and I journaled behind it. I really liked that I used these. This is my oldest son, and I just have to put "we tried" because, I don't really drink alcohol that much. I'm nothing against it, but when I do, oh my goodness, I have fun. But this is what happens. I took all the Christmas stuff out, and I woke up the next morning, and I must have drank too much. And this is what everything was just out. So we tried. So this day 4 was my son Damien turned 17. Gosh, November 30th. But when the kids were with me, we celebrated. So this is old vintage wrapping paper. So I just made it into its own, little page here. He loves Coke, so I found this Coke, this vintage piece, and just hiding the journaling. This is my son Max. This is Eric. This is Damien. This is Brandon with that darn hair color. So yeah, I like how that came out actually. This is day 5. This is from, and it was okay, but like I took this, or I did this jib jab thing like years ago, but I thought it was cute. I found it on my phone. This journaling is tucked in here, and I know this is horrible and probably inappropriate, but I remember sending this to my son Brandon. It says how snowflakes are made. I know that's horrible, but I had to put it in. Vintage wrapping paper here, some vintage book tape. Oh no, that was just... And this was the day I got my first journal from Gina, the Rebookery. So I wanted to include, like her card. I think this was a part of her packaging. This is my daughter, but she has a filter over her face of my husband, and she thought she looked cute. So she said, that's not what my daughter looks like, but so I put that in. This, I used his Starbucks bag and put my journaling inside. This is, I tried to make the pictures look like a Christmas tree, I guess. I thought it was presents, but, you know, Christmas tree. This is when I got my washi tape from James, and I was all excited. And I took these pictures like a dummy. My husband, we put the Christmas lights outside. And so here's the Starbucks little, I call them sissy sleeves that you put around the coffee cup. So I put that in there, some journaling in here. I cut up a Tim Holtz protector and made my own size and put that in there. Yeah, so it's just, I think there's one day. Yeah, so there's 8, there's 9. I used a lot of these gold ones. Cut up some scrapbook paper to make my own. You see, I tried to not do this. I don't know why, because I thought, oh, let's just stick to regular paper. But obviously this is how I like to do it, so I just did it. I like how I cut the paper out so you could see that. And I made sure I kept that. This was my brother-in-law's birthday, and so I kept the invitation, you know, just I used a lot of fabric in here as just little staples, and it's vintage fabric. And here's Mila. She was making my famous pumpkin chocolate chip muffins. So I did use, I think this is from Bo Bunny, and I used my punch that I showed you guys I got a while ago, the We Are Memory Keepers one, and made, my son sent me a picture that he shaved his beard. So I just made my own little flip out like that, and I'm missing the R in the I. Nice. So, yeah, and then this day also, Damien, I don't know if, I think I've mentioned before, 2 of my children are high-functioning autistic, and Damien, you know, we try to have his friends, Mom and I try to have, we call them play dates still, but he came over, and Damien had him over for pizza and like video games for his little birthday party. The other friend that they hang out with wasn't able to come, but so I wanted to put a picture of that, and then I made this fold out and just journaled how, you know, happy I was for him and how important having his friend over was. And Damien's obsessed with Christmas. He still believes in Santa Claus. Yes, he does. But I made it such a big deal when they were younger. But he's just so innocent and so young at heart. And I love that about him. So I put all these vintage Santa Claus gift tags. This was the birthday card from his friend. So I put that in there. Here's some old vintage, a book. Here's a picture Mila drew for me. Oops, sorry. I made a little pocket here, or this envelope, and put journaling. My husband took Mila to Black Bear Diner and took her Christmas shopping for me. She wanted to buy me something. I wish I took pictures of that. I used some stamps. Here I am telling you I wasn't going to do any of that, but this is like a tissue or a vellum, and I just have some writing back here. I went to get my cancer monitoring to see if my numbers were up. So I was just nervous that day. So I just, not that I hid it, but you know, it's just kind of just right there. And I just took pictures, you know, my Ipsy bag, which I'm going to cancel because I don't use half of the makeup in it, but I put a little flare. But I noticed that I started putting a lot of things on the outside. You know, I was doing Project Life. I never put my embellishments on the outside. I don't know why. But I kind of like that I did that here because, you know, it doesn't add so much bulk inside of the envelope. I'm sorry, I'm out of frame. So here's some other vintage pieces. And yeah, just pictures. You know, my husband's deputy sheriff, but he works for the school district, and the students had decorated his door. I thought it was sweet. He was like, okay, whatever. He thought it was cheesy, but I said, take a picture for me. So, you know, just little random things throughout the day. Here's another album I got from Gina, and I put in, this was actually in the album. I took it out and put it in here. This was a little piece of fabric that came on it. So I liked that I put pieces that, you know, were from the Happy Mail. So here's day 13, here's 14. Some days I didn't really take pictures. I got my hair cut, and then I tried to put a mask on my face from Daiso, and it was a total fail, so I put that in. Yeah, so here's page 15, or day 15 and day 16, and so another one of these flip outs here. A picture Mila drew for me. And this was my best 9, yeah, from Instagram, so I just cut that out and put it in. There is no day 17 because I think I took a picture and it just wasn't worthy. I don't know, it was like my groceries. So I skipped to 18, and that's okay. I made another one of those tag, like a paper with the tab from that punch. My family owns a bar and restaurant, and so I took the boys. They were on spring break. Or no, not on, they're going on spring break next week. They were out of school. No, what were they? I don't know what it was, but they're on traditional and the other 2 are in year-round. So they were off. So I took them and just did some journaling. Back here, took my doggy for a walk with his sweater. And so this is a children's vintage Christmas book, and so I just took out a piece and cut it down. My son likes to go to the bike park, and so I took a picture of me. This was really hard to do because I wanted to include this, so I kind of had to embellish around. I'm not really happy with this page, but you know, it's good enough. And then this side, I really like how this came out. I put some lace up here. I took Mila grocery shopping, and she jumped on the pole. That didn't sound good. Jumped on the light post or lamp post and did this little pose. So I really enjoy these these word stickers, these phrase stickers. They are everywhere. I use them all the time in my project life, but I love these, and so I went through so many of them, Christmas and non-Christmas. This was the day we went to look at lights, so I just put journaling in here. I used a little vellum bag, and just kept the 4 of the good pictures of the lights. It's a tradition that we do every year. We get Starbucks, I get coffee, they get hot chocolate, and then we go look at Christmas lights with Christmas music blaring. Here was some more Happy Mail that I had ordered from online, and so I took a few pieces from it to put in here. And this, again, vintage, my brother's poster. He is an artist and is in a band, and so he made this poster for our restaurant, or we have music at night. And Damien is obsessed with music and guitar, and so I took the boys to Guitar Center, and Brandon was playing on the drums, and Damien was literally in heaven. He pulled down a guitar, and he could just stay there all day. So I take them. I'm going to take him spring break too. It's just something he enjoys doing. He plays guitar at home, but you know, to be able to grab any guitar off the wall and play, he was in heaven. And here's another one of those Bo Bunny. This is my best friend. We call it date night when we go somewhere. So it always makes me pose with crazy things. So I used a lot of these doilies. I liked that too. And just journaled about it. And here we are again. This is when my stepson, he just graduated college and lives in Texas, got a job in Texas. So he was home. Not a lot of pictures of him. He doesn't, well, that's supposed to say date, not 8 day. So just a picture of him that I could when he got home. Here's Christmas Eve. This was really a special night for me. So I cut up a vintage book page into 4 and put it in here. Got these big 2 4s. The kids and I went to my husband's parents' house with the rest of the family, and they've met his family before, but not such a big get-together. We've had get-togethers like birthday parties, but nothing like a holiday. And it's for Damien to be so excited and had the best time, just brought tears to my eyes, because it's really hard for him to, you know, be around people that he doesn't know that well. And I journaled about how he got in there. He played, where is it? They played games. I know it's not Lotera, it's Loteria. I forgot the I. Domino. I mean, he was right there. He had such a good time. All of the kids did. And so this is, I tore this out of an old Heidi Swapp Christmas album and just punched holes. And, you know, just tried to put as many pictures as I could. Kids eating, playing games. If you guys knew Damien and just saw how happy he was, it was a wonderful night. This was just other shots from that night, and I tried to use my fuse tool and put, you know, glitter and stuff in here, but I didn't do a great job sealing it, but it's okay. It's just one of those with all the pockets of Project Life. So I just put some little, I put a transparency and then these sequins in there, sorry. And then another one of these is just a card, so I flipped it out, and this is about Christmas Eve. This is pictures from that night. This is my son and my husband. It took him a while, you know, with the divorce and everything, for him to, you know, just change everything. He didn't really understand, but they have a really good relationship now, and it's nice. So Christmas morning, I just at this point was like, I want to be done. So I got another book page. Just put Christmas morning. I put my dog here. And like I said, I just put so much of these phrases. I just love them. And this one here, this was, I put "Why You Stealing?" because he was trying to take his son's gift cards or something. And this is my oldest son. This was a card. I just thought it was so cute, so I put it in and glued it together, and then made a tab paper and put this on the back, and then put other pictures. Max got his little Jesus. My son Max is obsessed with Jesus, and he has crosses on his walls. He has a Jesus doll that he sleeps with. I got on Etsy. A woman makes them, like a stuffed animal Jesus doll. He has a sticker of him on his laptop. I was like, is he going to be a priest? So he got this little bobblehead Jesus. So I just put that on there. Then we go to my parents and open presents, and I took these shots. Here's Mila with her mouth open, so excited, then crying, and then hugging my dad because she got a calendar of Pusheen the cat, so she was so excited. So just pictures, Goofball Max, Damien, my husband, and his son. So this is a card from Tim Holtz, and it had an A on it, which is the same as our last name, so I thought that was neat. So I cut it up and put that. And then this is something new. I actually like how this came out. This is a page, obviously page protector, but I had kept all of these little ephemera pieces I thought I was going to put in my book. And so I ended up just cutting, like I got some slippers. This is from our Christmas tree, some stickers, a lottery ticket somebody gave us, a Trader Joe's mistletoe. You know, here's some Happy Mail. When I got my gold card for Starbucks. So I really liked, you know, I threw that in there. I went to Subway, Barnes & Noble, Starbucks. Somebody left a card on my husband's patrol car that said, "Thank you for keeping us safe. Can I buy you lunch?" He was a realtor, so we think he just really wanted to sell us a house. But yeah, so I was going to put in like the kids' Christmas gifts and stuff, but that's pretty much it. I had such a good time. And I'm putting away all my Christmas stuff so I can now move on to the next project and just do my art. So I'm going to finish this, you know, cover. But I just want to show you guys, I hope it wasn't too long. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, I can't wait to do, maybe next year I'll do it in December so I can kind of show you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.